Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for January 12th to the 18th. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in, Virgo. Look at the blue asterisk. Always the best aspects of the week. This is going to be a week. I hope that you are strapped in. You're serious about your goals and you are networking, but you're also serious about having fun now. Oh, this is gonna be a week for you, okay? You're definitely going to have some serious fun and joy and pleasure. You've got all these planets in Capricorn that rules your fifth house of joy and fun and pleasure and romance and true love and children and family and sex. It's the fifth house. True love. This is big because remember, you're riding the wave of last week's triple Kazemi that included the Sun and Mars that are still conjunct this week in your fifth house that's bringing so much vibrancy and energy and just this spotlight on you. It's just like, you deserve this. Since February, you have the South Node in your sign. You deserve this. This is great. I want you to have fun. And however that is, there is going to be structure to it, right? It's Capricorn energy. There's going to be discipline to it. And it's all for you to take. It's all for you to take. And here's the other thing. Look at what's going on this week. Everything's leading up to that. Ruby's a Virgo, right? Ruby's a Virgo. She's listening in. I can't even see her. She's like listening in, giving a little bark about how fun she's about to have. A lot of fun. It's her fifth house. And only you, Virgo. This is just you. Nobody else. You have all these planets in Capricorn in your fifth. And what I was going to say is you've got so many aspects. Remember, not everything's on the whiteboard. We'll go through it, but everything's leading up to that new moon in Capricorn, which is so bonkers. It's so amazing for you. And what really stands out this week is the fact that, everything's happening in only earth and water. So you, obviously being an earth sign, you vibe well with that. Earth and water complement each other, but also even further, you have this strong concentration in only 3 signs. And that would be Capricorn, Taurus, and Pisces. So what does that mean? The emphasis this week for you will be your fifth house of joy and pleasure and true love and romance and hobbies and recreation, but also partnerships and love and marriage and relationships. And that can be business relationships if that's where your energy is, but also Taurus, your other BFF. You complete this whole earth thing happening right here. Okay? Taurus, hey, that's your 9th house of spirituality. It's your belief system. It's how you see things. It's higher learning. It's higher mind as well. It's you imparting wisdom. It's publishing. Are you writing that book? You're writers, Virgo. You're Mercury ruled. And then broadcasting. People got to listen to you. You starting a podcast? This is also travel. And so this is fun for you. This is enlightening for you. This week is very enlightening. This is you laying in a hammock by the lake, eating a gluten-free granola bar while you read a book on how you can better the world. That is Virgo energy, and you are going to be in your element with everything that's happening here. You're going to be grounded, you're going to be pragmatic, you're going to be emotionally moved, and maybe even emotional from everything that's happening, all these great things. All right, now one thing that's not on the whiteboard is Monday, January 12th. The Sun, Venus, and Mars, who are traveling together, as you know, in Capricorn, in your house of fun, will square Chiron in Aries, okay? We'll talk about it in the second spread, where we talk about asteroids like Chiron and planetoids and lunations and fixed stars. The other half, remember, these are just planets. That's the bonus spread is the second half of your forecast. But I will tell you that, okay, listen, this is your 8th house. We're not messing around here. Aries rules your 8th house. So what does this mean? Chiron is the wounded healer, right? Old wounds may come to the surface with relationships, with intimacy. This is your 8th, okay? It gets really deep here. This is very psychological. This is also money. This is also your future investments for your future. This is loans and debts and taxes, a joint bank accounts. This is the 8th, all right? Your personal transformation, 8th house, is death and rebirth, all right? Now, because of this square, yeah, this could also have an impact on your motivation, or where you feel that you don't have 100% of your power. There could be some emotional pressure points. Capricorn energy, though, is fearless. And I'm only using that word to finish this sentence because we all know that fear is fiction, right? So you've got a gaggle of planets in Capricorn, including your ruler. No? So should anything come up, lean into that. Lean into that, okay? And something here just may test, well, A, like leadership skills, right? This is strong cardinal energy. And then B, relationships or making money, all right? This is asking you to try different approaches and maybe change the way that you see yourself. If you see yourself in a way like, oh, like I'm not good enough, like that type of energy, you are, okay? This is Chiron, so it brings up some sensitivities, but you've got Venus square Chiron, so yes, there could be something here with love and relationships and you reassessing your values. And yes, it could be someone like mother, girlfriend, female figure in your life, someone you play dodgeball with, it doesn't matter. There could be some stirring things up, yeah, with Venus here. But this gives you that power to heal. It gives you that moment where you can course correct. And also, Mars is physicality. And Chiron, remember, the wounded healer. There's wounds here. And so, all I'm saying is sometimes we walk into sliding glass doors holding buckets of, Cheetos, whatever it is. I mean, that's all I'm saying. There may be some bumps and bruises this day, but honestly, it's your 8th, so it just feels a little bit more, if anything, psychological, okay? And when I say that, you on your new path, remember, everyone's on a new path at this point, or that path is opening up, and that can feel intimidating because a lot of these paths are so brand new, all right? Then you may be challenged in a way where it conjures up old feelings and maybe some, insecurities. Like you've never had like a leadership position and you're in one now. Like you just got promoted to manager at Lululemon. But there's some employees that are just like, oh, I wanted that position. So, of course, everyone's being sensitive. There's people that may be testing your leadership skills. That's all I'm saying. Just be honest with yourself. Stand up for yourself and against anyone that may be questioning not only that, but your goals and your ambitions and your relationships. And it may be you, is what I'm saying as well. All right. This is your 8th house. So, with that in mind, the moon will be in Scorpio too. If you're a subscriber, you know that I always talk about the moon in Scorpio, and because it's so strong that you really feel it, okay? The moon in Scorpio has some intensity to it, all right? But the moon in Scorpio will trine Jupiter. And that's absolutely amazing. So it kind of offsets a lot of that Chironic energy, because not only will the moon in Scorpio trine Jupiter in Cancer, which is your 11th house, so you've got this huge support system around you. The 11th house is the people you connect with, your friendships, your squad, your benefactors and allies, right? The moon will sextile Mercury and Mars. So what? This is amazing. This is all about your relationships and intimacy, your transformation. You could feel this tug into bringing like even more meaningful things into your life. That's how you're going to feel. That's how you're going to think. You might be very expressive as well. It's Mercury, it's your ruler with Mars, the planet of action. So this is really great. All right. And there may be some revelations regarding family as well as, you know, maybe some business stuff. And maybe you hear some things. Or maybe you say some things. It's your third house. Scorpio rules your third. So, but it's Scorpio energy. Remember, that's like truths coming to the surface. But this does bring a lot of clarity, this aspect, okay? And confidence, that sense of direction. Like it could go deep, like you really, really know. You have a lot of spiritual stuff this week, all right? You may have epiphanies, okay? So, that's like what we talk about in the second spread, in the bonus spread. Now, Tuesday, January 13th. Oh, this is also this. Yeah. You will have the moon opposite Uranus on this day. Just the moon's still in Scorpio. Uranus is in Taurus. There may be something with like love and money. We'll talk about in the second spread. But Wednesday, January 14th. What is happening? Look at this. You got Venus, sextile Saturn, and then Thursday, January 15th, Venus trine Uranus. Amazing. And you've got to see this as like a package deal. They're happening pretty much concurrently. This is really strong energy that you're going to feel up to the weekend. That's how strong it is. And this is a great example of divine timing, because remember, Venus was just reborn. She just went through her Cazimi last week, her conjunction with the sun. Then she had this powwow with her cosmic lover Mars, also reborn. He's exalted in Capricorn, so they're in their tip-top shape for you in Capricorn, in your fifth house of true love and romance and everything that you know the fifth house represents. So with that said, we have not seen this since 1993. December, January 1993, 1994. This is the last time that we had this, right? Venus, the Sun, Mars, even Mercury, your ruler, all in Capricorn doing what they're doing. So you can think, yeah, sure, you can think back to that time, but I'm just telling you, it has been a long time since you felt energy like this. Some of you have never felt energy like this. It is that rare. And now Venus is meeting up with Saturn and Uranus. Okay, so two things here. One, Venus is all business. Okay, she's a little bit more formal when she's in Capricorn. She's been meeting up with the Sun, with Mars, with the North Node. By the end of the month, she's going to be meeting up with Pluto. That's almost the entire solar system. So she's been negotiating on your behalf to have a lot more fun and have a lot more joy and pleasure and true love and romance and bunny stuff. But the other thing is, remember, Venus is also not only love, but money too. So these days, when she meets up with Saturn in your seventh house of love and marriage and partnerships and relationships, but also business partners and contracts, agreements, long-term agreements, she could fatten your bank account, your Venmo, your Zelle. She could bring a lot of creative projects. Remember, the fifth house is creativity. Venus does rule creativity. Yeah. So there's a lot of creative energy here. She brings in business deals. And she's meeting up with Saturn in your seventh house of business deals. She puts sparks in relationships. She brings you sliding doors moments. If you're single, yeah? If you're single and you're looking, there you go. There you go. Okay? Could be a very spiritual thing for you, because remember, Uranus, she's meeting up with, he's all about the unexpected in your ninth house. But do you see how these 2 days you could see solid potential and promise as long as you are committed? Yeah, she's with Saturn in your seventh, but also in Pisces. So committed with compassion. Remember, he's a PE teacher this month. He's cool. He's cool. And he is going to be defining or upgrading relationships, partnerships. You may be working on these long-term projects that have legs to them, that it's in it to win it. It's all about the long haul here, okay? There is no Rachel Ross, will they, won't they situation. No. You're in or you're out, okay? And you're in. Looking at what's going on, you're in. Remember, sextiles are windows of opportunity that reward effort, especially with Saturn. And so he's going to stabilize things as long as you show up. And it's Venus who is charming and magnetic and social. And she is love. And she is money. And she is creativity. And she is beauty and luxury and all of that. Everything your heart desires. So Saturn, of course, he's going to say yes for whatever you want here. Relationships, partnerships, contracts. He's going to help build that bridge for your goals, your long-term values. But you have to make sure it's realistic. It's Saturn. It has to be practical. There's got to be boundaries. You got to have a plan. Yeah? And with Venus trine Uranus, what? Venus is a ruler of Taurus, okay? Where Uranus is. So she's at home here. She's got sway. So of course Uranus in your ninth, Uranus, a planet of change and breakthroughs, he's going to say, yeah, duh, of course I'm going to build that door for you to the bridge. All you got to do is open it. But you have to do something different. You've had the same routine over and over and over again, especially with money, especially with relationships, especially with creative projects. So Uranus is saying shake things up, as he always does. And he's saying be innovative, be authentically you while you evolve. And I will give you the keys. I'll even throw in security. And Uranus and Taurus, when Venus is with Uranus, with this trine, makes things effortless. Trines have the nature of Jupiter. And it's your ninth. This is your worldview. This is the way you see things. This is your perspective. So you will have this shift in the way that you see things. And again, this is all about inner wisdom. This is why it's education here. Not only higher learning, but higher mind, because it is very spiritual. But also remember, book publishing, broadcasting. It's also, in addition to education, it's, to be honest, when you got your 7th house activated and your 9th house activated and your 5th house activated, all in this week, the 9th house is the courts. It's legal matters, the law. A lot of y'all getting married. Congratulations. Or you're meeting your soulmate, or you're signing things into existence, or you're going to get a marriage certificate, or second marriage is very likely with Uranus and Taurus for you. You're signing up for a course. There's just something like you're signing. It looks pretty good. Remember the moon, Scorpio, all of that, your third, you're good. So just keep that in mind. And again, Taurus is the finance sign. You've got Venus, a planet of love and money, in your ninth. So yeah, you could have a financial breakthrough. Yeah, you could have just sudden opportunities come out of nowhere. That's Uranus. You never know unless you take action, all right? And don't resist change. It's the only constant. And we are in Capricorn season, which is all about growing up and outgrowing things. So as long as you think outside the box, and most importantly, initiate that change, be that change. There's great potential here with money and relationships and new relationships and contracts and creative projects and anything that your heart desires. Yeah? Anything your heart desires. Saturn's going to make things long lasting for you. You will feel your values shift too. So open that door. Whatever happens around this time, yeah, it can be even very subtle, but enormously life-changing. Now, the other thing is you got some home and family stuff too around this time, because the moon will be in Sagittarius. That rules your 4th house. So there could be something here where you're very like yippee about, right? This is fun, moon in Sagittarius. It's all about expanding your horizons, expanding your mind, feeling happy-go-lucky. It's being adventurous. I love it. Now, who's going to feel this most? If you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your, brother, Jack, whoever. Taurus, you and Capricorn will feel these aspects the most. Yeah, you like that? All the earth signs. I'm also throwing in the water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now, if you have any planets 26 to 29 degrees in any of those signs, I don't know how do you do the chef's kiss? Anyway, chef's kiss. You're going to feel the most. Now, Friday, we'll talk about the second spread, but you will have Mars square Eris. Eris is Mars' sister. Eris is the goddess warrior. Sibling rivalry here. This is a big one, but just know that this day, again, this is your 8th house and your 5th. Just, there may be something here with, to be honest, for you, it will be something with relationships, money, sex, intimacy, and sex. And a lot of y'all are going to go through this. The big takeaway on this day, do you want to build bridges or do you want to burn them down? All right, that's Mars and Eris for you. We'll talk about the second spread, but here's the thing. I hope you are strapped the fox in for this weekend. Saturday, January 17th. Yeah, this is big. You got Venus sextile Neptune. What can I say? You got little sister, big sister here, 29 degrees, the anoretic degree, the last of it. Yeah. Neptune and Pisces. Yeah. Remember, in just a week from now, yeah, she's going to be moving into Aries, right? Neptune will move into Aries for the next 14 years. They're never going to have anything like this again. Neptune rules Pisces. This is truly the end of an era. And Venus sextile Neptune is absolutely amazing for you. It's so amazing. There's so much love and romance and compassion and the arts and imagination, your dreams. I mean, it's Neptune and Pisces. This is that, what is this really happening? Like that kind of energy. Yeah, it's very spiritual. It's magical. It's inspiring, especially with relationships. And again, that can be anything. It can be like your, artist partner or whatever. It's just one-on-one. But you've also got the sun. You've got this high frequency vitamin D, the sun, sextile Saturn and Pisces, and trine Uranus and Taurus. And yes, that's exactly what Venus did, because remember, they're traveling together, which means, yes, Mars will do the same thing next week. So the sun, which is this life force, the 8 billion people on this planet alive because of the sun, this is a big deal. The sun is how you express yourself, personality, all of that. And this weekend, you are definitely going to feel that you have presence, especially with the sun sextile Saturn. I mean, this is so big for you, all right? It only happens once a year, or twice a year, this aspect. The next time will be June. And it's going to be very different because Saturn will be in Aries by then. We'll talk about it in June, but for this time around, yeah, you could have opportunities for leadership roles. You could feel really optimistic about your goals. This is also a lot of energy around love and romance. A lot. Family, all of that. Especially partnerships, love, and marriage. Big energy here. All right? Contracts, creative projects. Maybe you sign a music deal. There's so much here. With Venus sextile Neptune at the same time, of course. They both rule music. But anyway, this is great. Your determination just through the roof. Now, you've got the sun trine Uranus. This only happens twice a year as well. The next time will be in your birthday season. Oh, we got to talk when we get there. because Uranus will be in Gemini at that point. You got some big things happening with career then, but for now, you're just going to be a lot more open to change, to taking risks, experiencing breakthroughs because you feel it. You know, it's that feeling of feeling unstuck. Yeah? That feels so good. That feels so good. And you're going to feel that here. Especially, again, for you, a lot of this has to do with your perspective, with your philosophy, the way that you're seeing things. It's like your brain discovers a whole new batch of endorphins that are just dormant. And you're like, whoa, right? It's like a Starburst commercial. The juice is loose. Anyway, you're going to feel that you're going to see like opportunities like up for grabs. And again, a lot of this is the mindset. It's the sun. It's the sun. It's vitality. It's good health. It's all of that. It's that feeling of I've got one life to live. I'm going to make the most of this moment. Anything is possible. The sun is optimism. You're going to feel this in your bones. And then you got your ruler Mercury conjunct Mars. This is sharp, but grounded. It's in Capricorn. It's this grounded energy, very strategic. It's all about even planning. You're in planning mode for your wedding, for your, big trip with a family, or for a romantic getaway with your lover at that Airbnb in Stowe, Vermont. Whatever you want, this is your 5th house. This is you walking the walk, talking the talk, your shoulders back, yeah? This is you making big decisions, announcements. It's Mercury, right? But just remember, it's sharp. It's sharp, all right? So this energy can be a little too assertive. It can be a little bossy. It can be very Logan Roy. The moon is already in Capricorn at this point. The moon in Capricorn is very no nonsense. Like, yeah. But anyway, you do have Venus moving into Aquarius, which is great. And so this is going to be like your heart in work, your heart in, like, even honestly, like, it's your 6. You rule the 6. So this you're going to really love. This is when, Venus has more freedom in Aquarius. Yeah. This is fun dreamer mode. This is where anything is possible. It's having stimulating thoughts and conversations. Remember, Aquarius is all about forward thinking. This is great. You're going to be thinking about your future, especially when it comes to work, as well as your daily activities and health and self-improvement. That is your 6th house. Yeah. Service to others. A really big thing that you share with Aquarius, right? Aquarius is humanity. So this is a friendship's going to be a priority. You're going to see a lot of colleagues turn into friends. They may turn into like support systems and allies as well, but this is really great. All right, Venus, and this is the only non-water earth activity. But remember, it's not an aspect. It's just Venus moving into Aquarius for the rest of the month. But this is where you care less about, like power. Yeah, that Capricorn energy, and more, maybe questioning it. Yeah, Aquarius isn't just the rebel of the zodiac. Like I said, Aquarius is humanity, the collective. All right, your values shifting toward the greater good. And then on Sunday, January 18th, you got the new moon in Capricorn. 29 degrees, 28, 29, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a late degree new moon. Just like every new moon that we've had the past 5-6 months. Yeah, big change. Big change, propelling you. Everything that you've been working on toward your goals and your legacy and relationships and love and romance and soulmate energy, putting your energy out there and having babies. I mean, the 5th house is procreation. A lot of y'all are going to have babies. Congratulations. A lot of y'all are going to have babies. Actually, the moon is going to be in Sag, like I said. And so even like if you're not, there's like new family members like through that are going to be in your life. Okay? But this is a big new moon. It's the kickoff point for everything that you've been working on. as long as you have conviction, because remember, this is a Saturn ruled new moon. There are rules, but remember, Saturn's cool. You're playing by his rules. Mars will conjunct Mercury, and remember, that's already happening, is baked into this new moon, but the moon will trine Uranus in Taurus, and also sextile Neptune and Pisces. So you actually have a mini grand trine at the time of this new moon. This new moon is getting a surge of energy from Mars and Mercury and Saturn and Neptune and Uranus. Those energies unfolding into the week after, where you have potent aspects. You got a 5-planet conjunction in Aquarius. This is the new moon heard around the world. You've got Saturn sextile Uranus. Remember, that's on Monday. That's a peak. That's part of the prism portal. There's a peak moment. But those are outer planets. They move slow. You're going to feel it over this weekend. There's stuff happening for you, especially with relationships and contracts. Something truly brewing in your life, and this could be even you breaking from tradition. Yeah? C'est la vie. I also talked about how this new moon in your January forecast, it is the last of its kind. It is a true ending, a new beginning, and it's just like there's stuff happening. You're about to get very busy too, Virgo. I hope you know that. Once all these planets spill over into Aquarius, when we move into Aquarius season, the very next day in your 6th, you're about to get very busy. But just know that your career, your legacy, that's at the forefront. But so is love and romance and partnerships. You got everything going. Oh, by the way, in Mercury, yeah, your ruler will trine Uranus. That actually happens twice a year too, and it will be your birthday season again. Yeah, where we have that another big moment for career for you, because yeah, remember, Uranus is moving to Gemini at that point, and your 10th house is career and fame. But anyway, this is great. This time around, this just makes you incredibly open-minded to being more experimental. Remember, Mercury is the lower octave of Uranus. They work well together. They help you innovate. This is stimulating. This brings unexpected news, great news, announcements, breakthroughs, even you, like awakenings, right? This is your 9th, spiritual awakenings. You've got to take advantage of this too. You could make a big announcement. Yeah, I'm having a baby. Things like that. Congratulations. So set intentions. Make executive decisions. Make big moves. Lock things in. Be the author of your story. Where do you want to be in July for the corresponding full moon in Capricorn? This is a portal. You have incredible potential here, all right? And yes, earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and you will feel this new moon the most. And I'm throwing in the water signs. And if you have any planets 27 to 29 degrees in any other signs, you're lucky. And thank you for everyone who has joined Great Awakener. Have you seen all the new stuff? Have you seen all the news? And by the way, I did do my top 10 predictions for 2026. And by the way, times 2. You know how like all the planets, all the outer planets are changing signs and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, you're soon going to start hearing me say, if you have any planets between 0 and 3 degrees and 4 degrees, because there's been a lot of these late degree aspects, 26, 27, 28, 29. And if you have planets there, oh, you're going to be happy. Anyway, but also, I mean, it's just, there was a lot of stuff that you probably had going on. Virgo, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for January 12th to the 18th for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yeah, okay. Virgo. Virgo, listen. I want you to Virgo the heck out of this week. I do a traditional culture cross spread, offers the best overview, and if we need to pull clarifiers, you know we will. Virgo, y'all are amazing. I hope that, oh, this is such a great new moon for you. I love it. You're going to have an amazing, this is going to be an amazing week for you. I think that you already feel it. You feel it? Anyway, Virgo, you know I love y'all. All right, so let's oh, I got something special. I'm going to do something for y'all too. All right, so let's do this. Don't. Oh my fax machine. What the actual fax machine? Shut the fax machine up. I don't even know what to say. You got me. You're in. Let's give you some. You're good. You're good. You're good. I don't even have to do a reading for you. This is just take a photo. You want to take a screenshot? You want me to pose? What do you want? Move the microphone away? Like, what is happening? We'll talk about this, but what? Oh my gosh. You got the Empress. Yeah. So when I say some of y'all are gonna have some babies, congratulations. You got the Empress. Empress is pregnant. Here's the thing. This is all about creation. The Empress, right? I did that intuition class, right? So I was on week 5. We're talking about energy, vibration, frequency. So of course I had to bring up Nikola Tesla, right? He was obsessed with the numbers 3, 6, 9. If you want to unlock the answers to the universe, think 3, 6, 9. Why? 3 is creation. 6 is harmony. 9 is completion, fulfillment. But anyway, you're good. Yeah, the Empress. This is huge. This is love. This is super conscious love. This is living life through passion and pleasure. This is everything that Venus in Capricorn, the Sun in Capricorn, Mars in Capricorn, all of that's happening in your 5th house of joy and pleasure and passions. That's what this is. This is amazing. So it looks like you're creating, there's a sensation that you're going to feel. This is just visceral. All right. You see that she holds that golden scepter. I always bring this up. She is only one of 2 people in all of tarot who hold that. They create this abundance and richness and luxuries and everything. Like anything they touch turns to gold. And you've got a goddess here. Create, go create. You see the symbol of Venus right here in the stone-shaped heart. So this is love, this is relationships, this is money. You've got everything in your 5th house of that. You got everything in your 7th house too, of relationships and love and creativity. 3 is also creativity. Yeah, creativity. What's the root of that? Create, right? So go create, go create. This is amazing because wow. The Lovers, card 6. You're moving into something really magical here. Like extremely magical. Speaking of super conscious love, you got an archangel in the heart of your spread. You got Archangel Raphael gifting you all this love and you feel it. All right? It can be love for a partner, love, self-love, of course, right? Love for what you do, whatever it is, you have choices here. You have choices. This is your choice, right? It's up to you to decide what to do with that love that's gifted to you. And speaking of, by the way, you see, let's just call them Adam and Eve, right? Let's get them names. You see Adam looking at Eve, Eve looking at the archangel. That's conscious, okay? Subconscious, superconscious. This is Trinity at play. 1, 2, 3. There's something created, given harmony. You're giving it harmony here. This is absolutely amazing. It starts within. This is so off the charts. You're really good. You're really good. You're good. I mean, you're really good. And a lot of this can be career. It doesn't, remember, if you're looking for love, relationships, this can be career. It can be the perfect business partner. It can be in an artistic way. Whatever it is, remember, this is all about deepening relationships. This is all about those commitments, long-term commitments. Now, you got temperance in your challenge area. So, two things. Actually, you're getting three messages. The first one, temperance, you have another archangel, okay? But in your challenge area, it's fine. This is really all about balance, right? But it's deeper than that. It's saying, avoid extremes this week. And remember, I said some of these aspects, like Mars conjunct Mercury, that can be bold. Yeah? So that's number one. Number two, there might be someone in your life that maybe, just maybe, a little, maybe they're trying to force some things. Maybe they're trying to, it's strong energies this week. So remember, you want to be diplomatic. You want to handle things with grace. You always want to be the best version of yourself, and you'll be fine. It's just a weekly reading, right? And the third thing, family stuff. Something's coming up with family. So just keep that in mind. There may be something here where there's everything goes at a certain pace. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Speaking of like timing, right? But what? Yeah, you got the sun in your crown. When I talked about that optimism, that optimistic thinking, there you go. It's when I said that spiritual awakening, you got the sun in your crown. The sun is card 19, 1 plus 9 equals 10, right? So there is this sense of this rebirth, this like reset, you seeing things in a new way, a whole new way, having this epiphany that I talked about. You're going to be good. You're going to be fine. This is optimism. This is everything. This is up to even like achievements and being able to express yourself in the way that you want. There's comfort here, true comfort here. Yeah? Even you see the wisdom child, right? No clothes. You see them, they ain't wearing any clothes. That's freeness. Is what I was talking about earlier. Is it free, expressing yourself, not holding back, being able to be your authentic self. You got that 5 of cups. Yeah? And the Ritter spread. Remember what I said. There are some things that you've got to just leave in 2025. You haven't left them in 2025 yet. Okay? And so that's the big thing here. Especially, it could be something like a relationship. Maybe there was a breakup. Maybe things didn't work out. Maybe there was something with career. Maybe there was, someone got the job that you wanted. We've got to leave that energy back in 2025. Because I talked about divine timing. Yeah? Maybe it wasn't for you. Because there's something better on the other side. You see that now. Okay? And then lastly, you have the 2 of Cups. You got the Lovers with the 2 of Cups, with the Empress, with the Sun. Like, the 2 of Cups, this is absolutely amazing. This is actually like everything that you wanted. And it's because, there's so much energy in relationships, partnerships, as we had discussed. But I said new relationships as well. You got something new brewing here with the 2 of Cups. And this, you see, there's so much passion here. There's so much passion everywhere. Everywhere. You even see the winged lion here. It's passion. You see the caduceus. This is also healing. And so there's this sense of healing when you open yourself up to someone else. And this is even in a current relationship, there's this almost like rebirth, this renewal with it followed by the 2 of Cups. For a lot of y'all, it will be a new boss, a new lover, a new colleague, a new business partner, even platonic, a new friend. I mean, this card is attributed to Cancer. It is a Cancer card, right? You have Jupiter in Cancer in your 11th house of friendships and people that you connect with, but also your future hopes and wishes and long-term dreams and goals and aspirations. This is amazing. This is the beginning of something really beautiful here. It's the soulmate card. All right. Remember, you got a triple Kazemi in your 5th house of soulmates. It's amazing. The true love card in layman's terms, right? So they're extending their cups to each other. You know, water heals. Let's get to your stuff, Virgo. Oh my goodness. Y'all, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, share, all of that. But tell me what's going on. This is gonna be a bonkerzilla week for you. Oh my goodness, Virgo. This is amazing. This is amazing. All right. And yeah, you know I love y'all. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I can't. What is going on? All right. Well, you're obviously really good, but there may be a little bit of shadow work you might be doing, okay? You got the 8 of Swords, even with that 5 of Cups. This is just saying, you know what I'm going to say? Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. Mom? I know that's hard to say to a Virgo. Virgos are the researchers or the thinkers or the, you know? So, but yeah, this is just saying, there are some things that you might have to face. Face them. Remember, there's a reason why I talked about Chiron. All right? Chiron will be very active, and it is in your 8th house of building relationships. So, self-love. Yeah, even see her foot is in the water. Water is love, it's relationships, it's healing, like I said, and it's everything. It's intuition, but there's hope here. She's still connected with her emotions. Yeah, and she can walk out anytime she wants. She's not completely encircled. We have the Knight of Pentacles, your card. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. You're taking something for the long haul. There's someone coming in right here where this is all about the long term. This is all about commitments. This is putting effort into it. Okay? You see I point this out before. You see the oak trees all the way in the back where my finger is? Well, look at his helmet. Even the horse. Look at the oak leaves. Yeah? They're connected to their future. And this is patience. I'm going to take all the time in the world because because I love every minute of this. I want this to last. And yeah, it can be something with a job, career, it's money, it's pentacles, right? You get the 6 of Pentacles too, which is great. And it's all about harmony. That's what I said earlier. It's the 6 of Pentacles is like graciousness, it's gratitude, and it's you just being in that position where it's just like, yes, if you're seeking support, especially financial support, you're making things happen. But it feels more like you becoming like in your element. You're all about service to others. Yeah? And what did I say? With Uranus being active in your 9th house, yeah? We call him the young Hierophant. And remember, you're the one that's going to be imparting wisdom. And lastly, yeah, that new thing that I told you that's coming through the week of the new moon in Capricorn, that's one for the like history books. Right here. Yeah. This is your passions. This is relationship. A lot of babies. Some of y'all having babies. It's just, you can't even, but yeah. Congratulations, a lot of y'all getting married, a lot of y'all having married. Everything that is happening in your 5th house, I told you, like, that's right there. But also, 5th house is also, there is a sense of, like, entrepreneurship there. It's Capricorn ruled. Like, I mean, so, anyway, you're good. AF times 10. Wow. There's your new beginning, new opportunities, new everything, like, for the long haul. So, I am also going to pull a card from the Tarot of the Divine. What is Virgo's biggest message this week? And we do this in the second spread, in the bonus spread. But this week for tier 3 members, really good and legendary members, we're going to do a spread on the new moon. We're going to isolate it. This is a big one. This is one of the biggest new moons. Everything that's happening around it. Anyway, all right, so let's see. What is the biggest message for Virgo this week? January 12th to the 18th. Well, Virgo, I can tell you that you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. You got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the entrepreneur. She's a businesswoman, but she's also the Queen of Passions. You got the Ace of Wands. And you got the Queen of Wands. This is someone who's sitting in that throne because she followed her passions. She's very charismatic. She's very engaging. People gravitate toward her. She is the law of attraction. She gets whatever she wants. And out of all the queens, just because this is relevant with the astrology and actually with everything happening here, she's like the most like sexual queen, like the most like, yeah. Anyway, that's your big message. Is live life to the fullest. Is, you know, the Queen of Wands. She's connected to like the sun card actually, yeah. And so she's got the powers of the sun. She can attract. She's like a magnet. So you're really good. It looks like things are really good for you. It just continue to have that confidence like the Queen of Wands, have that passion like the Queen of Wands, and own this week. You're good, Virgo. Thanks so much. Next week, yeah, we will, yeah. You got that 5 planet, there's so much happening next week. There's so much happening. I can't even list them off here, but there's a lot happening. You're going to be very excited. Tier 3 members for the second spread, the bonus spread, you know where to find the link. Really good and legendary members. Anyone's welcome to join. We have so much fun. We'll talk about Chiron. There's a couple things here. Yeah. Yeah. And Eris as well. Virgo, if you like this reading, be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Oh gosh. Okay. So, yep. Virgo, thanks so much. I will see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.